doing what you do as an actor?
Well, no, it's an interesting thing. I haven't acted for years. One of my things what I used to love about acting was being able to like physically embody other people as well and fully be them. And I felt like once I was so distracted by my own body, that stopped me from being able to do what I loved about acting. But I do think it is so important. I'm really interested right now from an intersectionality point of view. Like, I feel like we need more representation all around. And we need to see examples. So I'd love to see more characters being created where it's not about, they can be, quote, disabled, but it's not about their disability, that they're just existing. I'd like to, because I feel like every single moment of every day of my life, I'm figuring out how to do this life thing of just, you know, okay, strategically, I've got to plan this differently, but I've never seen an example. I've never seen just physically, how is that done with my, you know, with my criteria in place. And I think that would be such a gift to see more and more of that so that we don't have like the standard imagery in our head of what it is to be a human being. Does that make sense?
Yeah. My mother's an author. She can write a role for you.
Awesome. I love that. I'm game because I do think that needs to be out there. So yeah, so I'm thinking about going back to it. But yeah, I think every day, but every single day, whatever we're doing is a learning process, for me at least. Like I just, you know, every morning I wake up and I just go and I try to do things, but it's funny, you know, it's a comedy routine, just strategically try to figure out how to get certain things accomplished. I'm not joking, I will come home and I'm like, I need to get this thing across the room. My body's not me. I'll throw it and I'll roll to it. That's, you know, whatever, we're figuring it out as we go.
All right. Thank you so much.
I hope that helps. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you are
here. I know, it's really amazing to be talking to you because you are actually spectacular.
Same with you. Like, please, I hope you know that you're spectacular too.
Thank you.
Seriously.
This is a very specific and really not at all deep question.
That is totally loud.
Back in season 7, when Meg crashed the Impala into Supercorp, was that you or a stunt driver?
I don't like to admit there was a stunt driver. But that was Meg. And I will know that.
Do you imagine that would have been fun?
Yes. I love to crash things. I've actually tipped this a few times. I feel like that's a thing. Like, more people need to take risks on this.
Needs wings for balance.
Hi, Rachel.
Pegasus unicorn.
And first off, I wanted to say thank you for coming to the convention. And you were here last year, which was the first convention I got to bring my daughter to. And she's with her dad until Sunday, but he's understanding letting me pick her up early that day.
Will she be here Sunday?
She will be here Sunday.
I should be at the Randomex table Sunday, so hopefully
I think she'll
come
love
back.
that. Because we had our photo
Love
op
to
with
see
you
it.
last year. Her name was Evelyn, we called her Evie, and we saw you the day after our photo op, and you remembered us. And
Evie always makes me think of Wally. Does that?
Yeah.
No, absolutely, because there's Eva, and then there's Wally.
That's true. Wally.
But that was, first off, I was just saying thank you and that you're amazing, and Meg has been my favorite character pretty much forever. But while standing in line, I actually thought of a question, and it's really lighthearted and funny, so I think everyone will love it. What is your favorite kind of pizza?
Okay, so boring. I had to give up everything. Like, I went total healthy, like gluten-free, everything-free. I basically live on greens and stuff, so I haven't had pizza in many years, but it's one of the few things I miss. Like, I genuinely will crave it. But I always was weird with pizza. I took the cheese off the pizza. I never liked cheese. So
I'll eat it for you.
you can have my cheese. It makes me fun to eat pizza with, because, yeah, you get extra cheese. yeah, I like plain like margarita pizza or whatever without even cheese.
Margaritas.
Yeah, I just like tomato sauce and
Margarita.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
But it's really good and I miss it so much.
Hi.
Hey.
I just wanted to let you know that I freaking love you and you're awesome and I love like your character and everything. And my question for you is, throughout the entire show, when you were in it, what was your favorite scene to film?
No, I mean, I loved actually filming every scene, and in truth, it's just like the coolest set to work on. It was super, super fun, all the way through. I loved when once Meg kind of got to be a part of the team with the guys, like that was so much fun, any of those scenes. I loved when Meg would rescue the boys, because I feel like that needs to happen more, and it's just like really awesome feeling. So whether it was when she rescued them from the Hellhounds, or when she, you know, sacrificed herself to save them, it's just like, to me, it feels right. I loved how fearless she was. I loved when she laughed at being tortured. And it's just, you got that nothing was gonna faze her. And she was just gonna stick to who she was and who she wanted to be, regardless of what was going on around her. So yeah, I don't know, there's so many Meg moments that I absolutely love. But yeah, of course I also, the kiss was pretty cool. Whatever.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Pretty good. This is my first convention, so I'm excited.
Welcome! I'm excited for you guys. And I'm excited because, like, am I the first panel? So it's like just starting out the weekend, so this is gonna be amazing. Like, it's only gonna go up from here. It's gonna be awesome.
I
Yeah.
was wondering, what was your first impression of the cast members when you first came on the show?
They're just awesome. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Sometimes, you know, when you just feel like, oh, it's my people. Like, that's how I feel with you guys. That's how I felt on set there. It's just good, like, comfortable, like, oh yeah, this is, there was never a question. It was like, yeah, we're all just supposed to be working together and it's amazing. So I always felt that way with that group. Does that make sense?
Yes, it completely.
So yeah, it was like, oh yeah, you're friendly. So this is, and you know, when your head just goes to the logistics of what you're trying to do, because you're so comfortable with people, it doesn't even need to be acknowledged. That was how I always felt with that group.
I love those moments.
Yeah, yeah, just right.
Thank you.
As someone who wants to go into acting and more specifically directing, I was wondering if you had like any tips or programs or schools that you could suggest to someone who's interested in that?
There are so many options there, and there are so many great ones. What I will say is find what's right for you, where you feel comfortable and you fit, and don't try to fit anyone else's mold. Because really what makes us work as artists is when we, for lack of a better word, find our unique voice, whatever that is, and we are comfortable, and we own that. And so if anyone's trying to alter you, that's probably not the right place. But the more someone helps you to feel comfortable in your own skin and being whatever that is the essence of you, embodied as an artist, then I think does that make sense? So yeah, I don't know where you want to live. I don't know what place, what kind of people you want to be around. You'll figure all of that out. So yeah, and I will say also, as you're going through that journey, make sure you keep making your own art, whatever that is, so that you don't constantly feel like you're looking for other people's approval. That's the best help I can give quickly.
If Meg was still with us currently with everything that's happened to Castiel, how do you, like, if you could choose or if she had to react in a way, how would you make her, or how would she react with?
I feel like Meg, one of the things I loved about Meg, I just feel like she, like, whatever was going on, she wouldn't even have to talk about it. She just kind of groove it and try to be helpful. She just roll her sleeves up and it's like, okay, this is where things are right now and this is what you need. And I feel like she just be there to do that for Cass, whatever the other, you know, things he was going through, the noise of life was. So that's what I loved about Meg. What do you think?
I don't know.
I'd love to see it, but I think she was one of those friends, like, you know, we all have that, I think they're super valuable. We all have those people in life where you wouldn't need to say anything, years could go by, and you just pick up the phone and be like, hey, I need you, I'm at the corner of blah, and they'd be there. I think Meg was one of the, like, she would just be there for Cass, whatever he needed. And wouldn't make a lot of brouhaha about it.
I just want to start off by saying thank you. When I learned it from the Pizza Man episode came out, I was working for a place called Pizza Guys. So
You are the Pizza Man.
I can teach you a thing or two. So I know that kind of where Meg stands on the whole Sam and Dean thing, but from your perspective, are you Team Sam or Team Dean?
I am never answering that question.
It's about time.
Okay, look, I'll be really, really honest. I think from just who I am as a person point of view, I'd probably be a Sam girl in that, just because I'm such a nerd, like, and I love to study and I like overthink things and I'm very analytical. So I think like we would probably get along better and understand each other better. But as a Supernatural fan, I would never ever choose between those two because the team, the duo is awesome. What about you?
I'm a Dean girl.
We came out at just the right spot. Say it, brother, say it. Howdy.
Hello.
How do
Are you
you
a
know?
Dean girl?
What's that?
Are you a Dean girl?
I'm a Dean girl, but I'm also a Sam girl. How's it going?
It's going good.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's a great group.
Good, yeah, they're good people.
Yeah. I'll get out of here.
Hey, you know, I mean, you can always, let's take one more question. Yeah.
I just have a quick one. There are a few open storylines left. Do you
Yes.
think that we are ever going to find out what happens to Adam, or since Becky's kind of fallen off the face of the planet?
Right?
Do you
Well,
think
I'm
we're
not,
gonna
like, what I love
see
is,
Adam come back to the planet?
what do you want?
I kind of like to see Adam come back from hell.
I think we can hint to the writers of it. I think they do a brilliant job with that. I'm gonna bow out of that question because I'm not an amazing Supernatural writer. Yes. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep it going for the wonderful Rachel Miller!